Hello, welcome to Wednesday's functional fitness class. Just let me tip this down a wee bit. Yeah, welcome to Wednesday's functional fitness class. Just before, I'll keep mentioning this all the way through in case anybody forgets that there's no classes next week. I'm having half term off. Whee! I feel a little bit demob happy. Right, we're going to talk. The thing I did this on Monday as well, so forgive me if you're doing the class again. The thing I get asked about more than anything, I think, is balance. Balance is really, I mean, I'm sure you know, I don't need to say balance is really important. Something like the biggest cause of accidental death over 75s is falling. And that's not the fall, it's all the attendant problems. You know, if you break your hip, you're in hospital. I mean, this is another reason to exercise, is to stop sarcopenia and also to stop osteoporosis, so that if you fall, you don't break it, you bounce. But anyway, if you're bedridden with a broken hip, it leads to sort of all sorts of complications. So moving is really good. Your body is designed to move. Now, balance is a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy, because once you've fallen, you tend to be a little bit more reticent about walking, and you tend to walk badly and not pick your feet up because you're scared to pick your feet up, and that leads to more falling. So balance is a very complicated system. It's not just one thing. It's strength, it's coordination, it's flexibility, and all sorts of things. I mean, during this, we're going to be standing on one leg. And that's something that you can do every day, or that you should do every day to practice. I'm quite good this morning, aren't I? Woohoo! But you should do that to practice your balance. And it's just a very simple thing. You can do it whenever. Another thing that you can do that's very good, and you should do it if you get bored standing on one leg, I'm doing this so you can see my feet, is to just stand in a, now this is more difficult. See, I'm falling over here. Is to stand like this, heel to toe. Woo! It's surprisingly difficult, you know. Once you get it, you're okay. But sort of getting into that position, you can also do walking like that as well. That's quite good. One of the a really good thing, you need a strong core for balance. And one of the best things you can do, just an everyday thing, is to stand up. That's why I like you to do these exercises standing up, even although you can do some of them in the chair. When you think about it, I'm 5'6". Well, I can hear my daughter laughing hollowly then, because she keeps telling me I'm shrinking, and I am a little bit. But anyway, say I'm 5'6", and please say I'm 5'6". And I mean, my shoe size is a 6 or a 7. And so that's a very small base to have this tall body on. If you built a Lego man like that, he would fall over, she would fall over. So when you're standing upright, you're not really aware of it, but all these muscles, your core muscles, everything, are all working the whole time to balance you, to make sure that you know where you are in relation to the table, so you don't go whacking into the table. If you watch a child, they've got very poor awareness of where they are in relation to their surroundings. They haven't quite learned it yet. And so they come crashing into tables. If there's stuff on the floor, it's really strange watching them. It amuses me and worries me as well, because if they're coming towards you and there's stuff on the floor, they don't think to sort of avoid it or pick it up. They just plonk all the way over it and then fall flat on their face when they trip over it. So it's important that you learn to sort of, your body learns to avoid objects. And I think sometimes as we get older, we lose that ability a little bit. I mean, my balance isn't as good as it was. Balance does deteriorate with age. So walking is really good. Standing up and walking. And remember, do the walking with using your feet. Use your feet. Pick your toes up. Remember your mum saying stop scuffing? In fact, my granddaughter told me to stop scuffing one day. So pick your feet up, walk tall, don't hunch forward, don't look at your feet, look at about 6 foot in front of you. you can see your memory's not so bad that you can't see the pitfalls happening. Anyway, a very, very brief skim through balance. It's really difficult to do in 5 minutes because there's so much going on about it. I mean, it's such a complicated. It's a miracle that we can stand up and not fall down all the time, actually. I was going to say somebody's written something, but it's not. It's me that's written something. Right. So if you've just joined, I will reiterate, there are no classes next week. You can obviously find the classes on my YouTube channel. And if you want to you could do them at 11 and pretend that they're live, because you won't really know, apart from this bit. Cut this bit out, just fast forward. So if you're new to the class, I don't know if I've got anybody new today, the session is in three parts. There's the warm-up, there's the middle bit, and then there's the main bit of the exercise, and then there's the flexibility, the stretching at the end. If you have a band, use it. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You can just do the exercises, the arm movements or the leg movements without the band. We're not going to use the band for every exercise. If you want any advice about bands, you can contact me through my Over 50 Fitness page. There's several ways you can contact me, actually. If you buy me a coffee, you can contact me on that as well. There's a facility to write information there. There's my website, there's my Facebook page, there's all lots of stuff, even on this. Right, I think that's about it. So we're going to start with a warm-up now. Just walking on the spot, just nice and gently. On your toes if you can, great to balance. Strengthens your calves, it strengthens your ankles, it's good for your balance. Slight exaggeration of the arms because that warms up your shoulders. A lot of the exercises that we're doing, or a lot of the warm-up exercises that we're going to be doing, they're not just for warming you up, they actually do improve your balance, improve your strength, improve your coordination, not so much flexibility, but so don't think of the warm-up as just a warm-up. It is very much part of the exercise session, and it does increase your strength, increases your mobility as well. I suppose it does increase your flexibility because it helps mobilize your shoulders and keep your shoulders nice and supple and moving. Anyway, so 3, 2, 1. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with some arm exercises to strengthen and to warm up the arms and to mobilize the shoulders. So we're starting with an arm on your shoulder, a hand. You can tell I'm a trained professional, can't you? I'm all excited because I feel as if I'm going on holiday. Take your hand, put it on your shoulder, and have your arm at sort of 180 degrees sticking out. Imagine you've got an imaginary pencil sticking out, and you're going to draw a great big circle. Nice full range of movement. 3, we're going to do 5 back, 4, 5, and 5 forward. Now you do this at your own capability. If you've got impaired shoulder movement, that's fine. Just do what you can. My class is very much about do what you can. Pencil, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My left shoulder isn't as mobile as my right for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just feels more uncoordinated. The next one we're going to do is the one where we just raise one arm and pull the other one back. Now don't rock, but this we're going to do 10 on each side. This one is great for mobilizing your shoulders, warming up your muscles, strengthening your back muscles. I like this one. It's a good one. It's good for posture. 1. If you can't get your arms up by your ears, 2, then just do what you can. 3. If you've only got one working arm, just use that one. This is 5 now. 6, nice and slow and controlled. 7, oops, that's 7. I don't know, I'm miscounting now. 8, 9, 10. I do like that one. The next one we're going to do is this one increases your arm flexibility, warms you up, sorts out your muscles, but it also sorts out all the tiny little muscles in your shoulders, because what we're going to do is we're going to stand with your hands against your thighs. We're going to turn them out and then bring them above your head. Just touch them above your head like this. You don't need to get down on one knee. Touch them above your head like this, and then turn them out again and bring them back. So each time you're turning up, turn, and down. That's 2. We're going to do 10. Turn, up, turn. 3. Turn. 4. Nice and slow and controlled. 5. If you can't do it, do what you can. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And then finally on the arms, we're going to have our arms out so the elbows are at 90 degrees, and then bring them in to touch your elbows together. Again, if you can't do that, do what you can. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Right, just before we go into our little routine that we do, which is going to look at your coordination and everything, we're just going to do a little bit of thinking and balance. So we're going to go, we've done this one before, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on one leg, back 2, 3 on the other leg. Woohoo! Forward 2, 3, up. And then you always start off with the leg that's up here. Look at this balance. It's not usually like this. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, up. Back 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3. It's good doing this because back 2, 3, up. If you're just standing by the chair doing it, ooh, see what I mean? Back and if you're standing by the chair, you have time to prepare. If you're walking, your body is having to balance quickly. It's not sort of taking time to prepare, looking at a spot on the wall, going back. So it's just a way of trying to improve your balance when you're doing it quickly. Plus, obviously, it's strengthening these muscles, it's strengthening your core and everything. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, back 2, 3. Okay? Give yourselves a clap. Right. We're going to go into our routine now. So we're going to do heel digs. And at the same time, we're going to anchor our elbows and do a bicep curl on the opposite arm. So check that you're doing, I'm going a bit fast here actually, check that you're doing opposite arm and leg. Okay? All these exercises are designed to warm you up, and as I said, it works on strength, it works on coordination. 3, 2, 1. And balance. So next one we're going to do is just to step out to the side, and at the same time, prayer hands, we're going to go out. Oh, I stood on my foot then, stood on my own foot. Sometimes I do that, stand on my foot and then I nearly fall over. But I mean, what balance is, it's not just always staying upright, it's being strong enough to catch yourself if you start to fall. So if you trip or something, it's being strong enough to either run or turn or what have you, just to catch yourself. 3, 2, 1. But it's always good to be overbalanced in a safe environment. so that you can practice it. These things that we don't practice as we get older, and then we lose the ability, and then we think, oh, I can't ever do it, but you can get it back. Next one is just stepping back. And with your hands here, you're going to go out. Pushing your hands out. Splay your hands. Give your hands a bit of a workout. Are you using your hand strengtheners? Did you get hand strengtheners? I've been using mine. I've been very good lately about doing arm work and hand strengtheners and things. 3, 2, 1. Last one is just toe tapping, and at the same time just swinging your arms nice and naturally, maybe slightly exaggeratedly to mobilize your shoulder joints. It's very easy to rick your shoulders because it's such a mobile joint, and the muscles that hold it all together are quite small. You've not got big hip muscles to do it. They are quite small, so it is quite easy. 3, 2, 1. I seem to be doing a lot of talking today. It's because I'm excited, probably. Anyway, let's put all that together. This is where the coordination and memory comes in. So we're going to do heel digs, side. I bet some of you have been doing this for a year will be like, oh, we can do this with our eyes shut, Rosemary. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back. If you're new, toe tap, and you're finding this confusing, it will come. You just got to keep practicing at it. One more time, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Brilliant. Oh, that was quite a long warm up, wasn't it? So hopefully your muscles you're all ready to go. I'm going to start with a squat. And remember, a squat is sitting without the chair. And if you sit, your knees don't come over your toes. Everything goes backwards. So if you, it's almost like your bottom is searching for the chair. So that's what a squat is. But you need quite strong thighs and bum muscles to be able to do it without the chair. So you can go down to there, just to adopt the position if you want, just to get your muscles stronger. And then as you get stronger, you can go down further. Don't bring your knees together. Make sure your knees are pointing headlights straight out into the night. If you can't do a freestanding squat or a free sitting squat, sit at the edge of this chair, hands here so as you're not tempted to use them, thighs parallel, don't let your knees come together, and stand up and then sit down again. If you can't do that, swing and down. Finally, if you can't do that, hands on knees and up. But the object of the exercise is to be able to get up from just about any chair without using your hands. Not always easy if it's a very low chair. Right, we're going to do 10 squats. I'm going to start sideways so that you can see that my knees aren't going over my feet. If you've got a full-length mirror, not now, but do a squat and watch your technique. It's very useful for being able to see exactly what your body's doing. Right, so we're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, I was going to come this way, 7, 8, weight on your heels as well, 9, that's why I keep falling backwards, 10. Well done. Next one, you need the chair. I'm going to let you sit down on this one. Sit on the edge of the chair, legs straight, toes pulled back, loop the band around your instep and have quite a fit, have quite tight. I don't know how to have your hands quite far down the band. This is one that if you're finding it easy, in fact, if you find any of the exercises, if you start to find them easy, you need to progress and either shorten the tension on the band or get a stronger band. Anyway, because if you keep doing it, if it feels easy all the time, you're never going to progress or get your muscles stronger. And what we're after is strength. I was going to say something there, but I can't remember what it was. So your heels are on the floor, legs are straight, heels are always on the floor, and your arms just come back. You're not lifting or anything. It's just back, squidge your shoulder blades together, and there. 2, 3. I'm going to tighten this a bit. 4. See, I could have a stronger band on this one, I think. 5, 6, 7. You should be starting to feel it a bit now. 8, 9. You should be thinking, oh, I'll be glad when it's 10. 10. There you go. Next one we're going to do is called rock the boat. The squat is good for the gluteus maximus. This one is good for the muscles at the side, the smaller muscles, the gluteus medius and minimus. And we're going to just lift one leg like that, toe pointing forward, and then we're going to place it down, not let gravity pull it down. We're going to place it down and lift the other one up. Try not to rock too much, although it's called rock the boat. Try not to go right over to the side. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you feel my hip clicking? Hear it clicking. 8, 9. I'm aware that when we're doing this, it looks as if my toe is pointing, but it's not. It is actually pointing towards the camera. 10. Well done. I can feel that there. Right. If you've got a band, stand on it so that it's well anchored. Anchor your elbow, hold the band, and have the tension on the band such that if you were to relax your arm, it would fall down there. Okay, so you're consciously holding it there. And we're just going to close the elbow. Not going to lift this elbow away from the hip at all. So we're going to go 1. We're not going to rock. 2. If you're rocking, your technique has gone. 3, and you need to stop. 4. I think I've got the tension too tight on this band. 5. 6. 7. I'll turn sideways so you can see what's going on. 8. 9. Whoa. 10. I was definitely glad when that one had finished. What I like about bands is that you don't, with weights, once you get used to a weight, and it becomes easy, you have to buy another weight. But with bands, you can just shorten the tension. So bands last for longer. Right, other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, you can see my bicep there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Normally I do upper body, lower body, but this time we're going to go straight into, this is the bicep, and the other one on the other side is the tricep. So when we're doing this, the tricep has to lengthen. So now we're going to reverse the process, and we're going to use the tricep, so the bicep will lengthen. Right, so band over one shoulder. So if it's over the right shoulder, it's your right hand that's holding it. And if it's on the left shoulder, it's the left hand that's holding it. Doesn't matter which way you start. The left hand is behind and it controls the tension. You need to have your hand sort of behind you like this, your arm behind you like this. If you've got shoulder mobility problems, I'll show you, you should bring it to chest height. And what you're going to do is you're going to just push to the floor. You don't move your shoulder, it's just your forearm that pushes to the floor. If you're doing this one, I'm going to kneel down so as you can just see it. If you're doing this one, it just goes up to the ceiling. Okay, your shoulder doesn't move, it's not pulling forward, it's just up to the ceiling. So whichever way you're going to do it, we're going to do 10 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got the band too tight. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, my phone's going mad. 10. I'm expecting a delivery. And that's probably what it is. Right. Other one, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Right, we're going to go into balancing. So what we're doing is, if you want to, if you're new, you can just stand on one leg if you like. But what we're going to do is stand on one leg and just move your leg as if it was going around half a clock face. Okay? So we're going to engage your core, because if you're more stable here, it's easier. So we're going to exhale, pull your navel into your backbone as hard as it'll go, and then release slightly so that you're all nice and taut here. Pull your pelvic floor up as well. And put your hands either, if you need to hold on, that's fine, but try and sort of release your hand. I might have to grab on at times. So the knee goes up and you're going round the half the clock face and back up. 1, 2. Again, this is not just pure balance. 3. It's sort of overbalancing you a bit. 4. It's getting your brain used to movement. 5. 6. 7. And of course, the static leg, 8, is being strengthened. 9. 10. Yeah, the static leg is being strengthened. Okay, so other side now. Exhale, we're going to engage core. Pull your navel into your backbone as hard as it can go, and then release it slightly. Hold your hands on your hips or here or wherever you want to have them, out to the side if you want. Leg up, and then we're going to go 1, 2, woo, 3, 4. It's not as easy on this leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, falling over sideways. 10. Brilliant. Right. What I'm going to do, we did this last week, is I'm going to see how long you can stand on one leg, but with your eyes shut. And I'm going to count up the seconds. I'm going to do it up to 15 seconds. Anything over 10 is brilliant for our age group. Okay? So if you're just standing on one leg, you don't need to do anything with it, just standing on one leg, doesn't need to be far off the floor. And then when I say go, shut your eyes. You can stand on one leg, hold on, and then when I say go, let go. And as soon as your foot touches the floor or you have to hold on, that's it, game over. Okay? So you're ready? On your marks, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How did you do? It isn't easy, is it? I mean, some days balance is better than others. So there we go. Sorry, Delia, I couldn't. I was teaching the class, so I couldn't get hold of you. I don't know what you're. I don't know why you couldn't find me. Did anybody else have trouble finding me? Anyway, there we go. Oh dear, it's side bends now. So side bends, which I really dislike, but which are really, really good for your core, and they're just good. So remember, it's just have your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. To the side, if you're using your hand over your head, which you don't have to, keep it straight, keep your arm straight so that you're actually using the arm, you're using the muscles in your arm. And then up you come, so that's 1. And then down, 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And then the other side. Go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right, now we're going to do our abs. Sitting on the side of the chair, and sit so that your feet can comfortably reach the floor. So you're on your flat feet, not your tippy toes. And we're going to just stretch your arms out in front at shoulder height, and then lifting one leg. Try and keep your back straight. Don't sort of go to meet. It's not. You're not trying to get your knee to your chest. You're just lifting your knee. So keep your back straight. So we're going to go 1. Just these muscles here that are lifting your legs. 2, 3, 4, nice and slow and controlled. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think the counting went a bit awry then again. You'd think I'd be able to count up to 10, wouldn't you? Right. Sitting up nice and straight. Arms out. We're doing it again. Arms out at shoulder height. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right, as a sort of counterbalance to that, we're going to, standing in front of the chair, lean so that your back is straight, your legs are straight, your feet are hip width apart, your legs are straight, and you're like this, your back is straight. If you need to hold on to the chair like this to stop yourself falling forward, fine. But there's no need particularly, you don't need to do it if you don't need to do it, if you know what I mean. And we're just going to go, come up to standing, and then back down to flat. Oh, it's a bit less than flat, isn't it? So 1, 2, just using your back muscles to pull yourself up. 3, 4, 5, 6, just moving here like a hinge. 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you do that, if you put your hands on your back here, you can feel the muscles working as you come up and as you come down again. Fantastic. Last one we're going to do, and this is just because I like it. We're just going to swing our leg just 10 times. So holding onto the chair, it's not a balanced one. Keep your leg as straight as you can without bashing your foot into the floor. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, let momentum take you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3, keeping your torso as straight as possible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's good for you. I just like the feeling of that one. Right, we're going to do our little routine. How's it we're doing for time? Not bad for time. Right, so we're going to start. We'll do it 3 times. And then we'll keep doing it. But after the 3rd time, we'll get progressively faster. So try and keep up. So we're going to go heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, we're going to keep going. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, ooh, side, back. Lost concentration there for a bit. Toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back. Ooh, falling. Toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. One more time. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Did you keep up? Really good if you did, because I went quite fast at the end there. Right. We're going to finish with our high intensity stuff, if I can get into my phone properly. Oh, come on, you. Right. So remember, it's 20 seconds, 3 bouts of 20 seconds of high intensity exercise, which is running quickly on the spot. Your feet go really, really fast, tiny, tiny little steps on your toes. Your arms going as well, but they don't go as fast as your feet. Don't try and don't try and let your arms go the same speed as your feet. If you really can't do the running on the spot, if you've got really bad knees, you can do the boxing instead, but it's better if you do the running. If you've got any heart problems, if you've got anything, any concerns, anything wrong, if you've got any chest pains at the start, anything like that, stop. You're all intelligent adults. You know if you're overdoing it. So, first lot of high intensity. On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. How was that? Did you manage it? It's sometimes the way, Delia. Delia was saying last week she managed 13 seconds with her eyes shut. Today it was 3. So it's just, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But if you're practicing it regularly, you should get better at it. Right, okay, you've had a bit of a rest. We're going to go into the second one. On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. I always think the second one must be the worst because you're not finished, but you've given it enough belly. You're a bit tired. Although I don't know, the first one, your muscles might be saying, "Oh, why are you doing this to me?" But again, this high intensity stuff is good for your balance because when you get tired, your balance gets worse. So it's good for you. Plus, you're doing it on your toes. You're strengthening your ankles. You're strengthening your calves. Okay, third and final one. Make it a really good one. On your marks, set, off you go. "17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Right, while you get your breath back before we start the stretching, just a few announcements as usual. No classes next week. No classes next week. I'm having a break. If you've enjoyed the class, you could buy me a coffee, if you would be so kind, by following the link that's in the comments section. And if you want to know anything about fitness, or you want to contact me, or you want to have a look at my Over 50 Fitness Facebook page, because there's quite a lot of information there, particularly in the videos. There's a video and photo section, and there's information there. Then just follow the link that, again, is on the comments section. I think you might find it illuminating. And that is the end of the announcement. So I hope you've sufficiently recovered to start your stretching. So we're going to do calf stretch. So front leg bent, back leg straight. Both legs pointing in the same direction. And lean forward. Heel on the ground, obviously. Back heel, both heels. Bend your back knee slightly. Your heel will then come off the ground. Put a little bit of weight on that side and you should feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. And then switch legs. Just check that both feet are pointing in the same direction. And then bend your knee slightly. Okay, we're going to do the quadricep. So if you can, grab your ankle, your trouser leg, your shoe, anything you like. Keep your knees together. You can use this as a balance practice as well if you want. If you don't want to, hold on. If you can't do that, have your hands behind your back and see if you can kick your hands. This is a good one because it stretches this calf, but also tightens this one. You're using your hamstring. But I'm feeling lazy today, so I'm just going to stand like this. And then static stretchers. I'm going to move to this side of the chair. Static stretchers, swap legs. Dynamic stretchers, keep being dynamic. Okie dokie. Right, we're now going to stretch the hamstrings, the big muscles at the back of your legs that you dynamic people have just been using. So you sit at the front of the chair and knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, sitting up nice and straight. One leg forward, straight, toe pulled back. Just check that you're sitting upright and then lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. Don't sort of hunch over. Imagine you've got an eye in your chest and it's looking forward. And then sit up. Other leg out, toe pulled back. Check that you're nice and upright. And then lean forward. Remember that eye looking forward. Ow. Ooh, that's a bit ouchy. And then we're going to sit sideways in the chair. Sideways and at the front, so you're sort of like that. I'm not going to do this one very strongly because this muscle here is damaged at the moment. And so I'm not going to stretch it. But if you can, in fact, I'll show you on the other side. That'd be more sensible. So one leg out behind you, as much as you can get it. If you can only get it there, it's fine. Just as long as you're trying to stretch this here. And then swap round. Like I say, I'm not going to do this side because it's painful. I don't know what I've done to it, but and then standing up, arms out at shoulder height, and we're going to go round the tree, so it's round arms rather than that, but still at shoulder height, and then dip your head. And then if you can, interlink your fingers behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together, which obviously you can't do, unless there's something very peculiar about your shoulders. If you're interlinking your fingers, just raise your arms out. And that gets you the stretch across your chest. What are people saying? You're welcome. I will enjoy my break, Elizabeth. And then sitting in the chair. First off, this is a new one, but I do like this one. So if you look sort of down at 45 degrees, put your hand on your head and just pull your neck slightly to the side that way. Sort of to the side and down so that you're stretching this bit at the back. Make sure that your shoulder is nice and relaxed. It's not coming up to go with your neck. And just sit there for a few seconds. I do like this one. It is actually helping my neck. I think it is anyway. And then bring your head up. Same again, look to the side, sort of look at the floor, pull your head, just very gently, because your arm is much stronger than your head. If you can't get your arm above your head like this, just push from the side. Well, you have to do it this way. No, I don't want you using this arm. And then look up, and then turn your head to the left as far as it will go. Just your head, not your shoulders. Put your right hand on the right hand side of your face. Try and turn your head back to the center. Resist with your hand so that you're creating tension in your neck. Really have that tension going on, and then release totally and turn your head. You should be able to turn your head just a fraction of a millimeter more to the left. Hold it there for a few seconds. Bring it back to the center. Look to your left. Put your right hand on the, look to your right. Put your left hand on the left-hand side of your face. Really, really push. Try and turn your head back to the center. Create that tension. You know what you're doing, even if I don't. And then relax and see if you can turn your head just a fraction of a millimeter to the right. And then bring your head back to the center. And that, as they say, is that. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and that you feel inspired to buy me some coffees. And I will see you a week on Monday or 2 weeks today. Woohoo!